Hebrews 9, verses 27 through 28 says, "And inasmuch as it is appointed to men to die once, and after this comes the judgment, so Christ also, having been offered once to bear the sins of many, will appear for a second time for salvation without reference to sin to those who eagerly await him." Well, if you're joining us in reading through the 60-day reading plan, today's reading is Hebrews chapter 9, verses 12 through 28, and I encourage you to read that passage. Well, the author of Hebrews wants to make it clear that when Christ returned, he would bring with him the final aspect of salvation. Now, we as Protestants tend to look at salvation from a human viewpoint. We look at it as if salvation only affects humans, where in reality it affects everything. Jesus brings the salvation to the world. He is reconciling the world, and while we are certainly a part of the world, and the salvation certainly comes to us, but we are only a small part of that salvation. Romans 9, 18 and following also tell us that the world is waiting for its redemption. When Adam sinned, the ground was also cursed. When Adam sinned, the world changed from paradise to prison. When Adam sinned, that which is good became tainted with that which is evil. When Christ finally returns, the salvation will not only be for mankind, but also for the entire world. When in the news today, we hear a lot about disasters caused by global warming. We hear a lot about how humans are utilizing the resources of the world in a terrible, destructive manner. We hear a lot about the fact that they have to change to do that so that we're not totally destroyed. And frankly, at least a little bit of that is true. Mankind did cause what much of the universe is going through sin. But he didn't do it by building a car or burning coal or using other fossil fuels. All of that is only a mere minuscule piece of what is really going on. We affected the climate and we affected the world through sin. First, through the sin of Adam and Eve, but now we continue that process of destruction. When Christ returns, he will set all things right again. Does that mean that we can do anything we want to the earth and the climate because he's going to make it all better? Well, frankly, the word is absolutely not. We're to treat this world as God's creation, and we should treat it not as we destroy it, but as ours to have dominion over. We are to treat everything like it belongs to God, because it does.